Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. We got this whole dragon-y, floaty bit area up here, which we're not going to be going to yet. So we still have a whole bunch of stuff back in the previous area. Churning Mists. All that. Nope. Dravanian Forelands. Specifically, we have all these quests we're doing, plus more things. Plus, also, the next Bard quest. Should probably start with that. We get anything for being level 56. Also, might want to consider switching over to a different class here too, because why not? Real question is going to be how much XP is available as we keep going here, because there is like level caps eventually and all that. Not there yet. Not there yet. If we wanted to get a fourth class up here, though, it'd be more difficult. Red Mage would obviously be the closest currently, but yeah, it's something. Do you want to do any tank or healer stuff? Not particularly, honestly. Not particularly. Anyways, let's go do this. Sensen, got that? When gnats cry. There's a something. Sensen is wearing an expectant look. What are we up to now? You come at a good time, Arctic. Silville and his expedition are due to return any moment now. Okay. Help, for God's sakes! Hear my tale, I beg you. A group of us were surveying ancient ruins when we stumbled into Nath territory. The creatures took us captive. I was the only one who managed to flee. Well, that's not great. Tell me, is the leader of your party a man named Silville? How did you know? Well, yes, I'm his hired sword. I ran back to Tailfeather as swiftly as my legs could carry me, but no one here is willing to help us. Why the hell's not? Going into Nath territory is tantamount to suicide. They warned us, but we ignored them. Think we could manage. How wrong we were. Oh boy. There are people in need, Arctic. Are we going to ignore their plight, or are we going to lend them our aid? Rest of the team? But of course. But of course. Heh. That was just a rhetorical question, but thanks for humoring me all the same. I will go and rescue these people. I'm sure you'd be no less enthused even if Silville wasn't among them. Yep. As for you, friend, while we're off saving your employer's arse, I want you to tell the Craven Masters here they're a bunch of Craven bloody bastards. That's the easy job. Needless to say, I'm coming as well. Let's begin by scouting the entrance to Loth Asnath. Okay. That one. We can also look around if there's any other quests we can just do on the way here. We got a couple other things. And we can fly now. Oh yeah. Good stuff. No longer will various ledges slow me down. Random caves, maybe. Various ledges, not a chance. Okay. Let's look here. That's where we're going for this. All the other quests are kind of down this way. We do have a quest we can turn in here at Lost Athnas. Lost Athnath. Okay. Maybe this is just a quest. Something. Fiffoot. Treason and plot. Stories of Fire Sand Grollo was able almost our defenses. Flintlock Fire Sand. Enough fire sand to tear a hole in an ilm-thick steel plate to carry when dancing around bonfires. There you go. This amount of fire sand should suffice for quite some time. Thank you, generous hunter. And we get 5 glamour prisms for that. Nice. Quest complete. You can just hunter, one mind. I've never been able to understand the non-mind. To them we are as an impurity to be eradicated. It is thanks to the storyteller that Loth Asvath exists. It's thanks to Loth Asvath that the Vath exists. That we are who we are. We cannot suffer to lose Loth Asvath. Well, it's not lost, it's Loth. Various colors of dye. What are we thinking? Green. Amazing. We got a new quest. Do you have the silver dew? Yes. For an herb with silver leaves that, when rubbed, turn a bright green. Thank you, Hunter. We can now feel safe. The smell of burning silver dew the smoker produces is unbearable to dragons. We'll keep them away, making Loth Asvath safe for a time. Okay. These are technically... It's like they're part of these guys' quests and stuff, but they don't really seem to have points for a system or anything. Society quests. Since we're still here. Nipped in the bud. The Vath Fleetfoot stares to the ground, look of concern clear upon his face. Recently heard back from one of our scouts. Nath are gathering supplies in the smoldering wastes, trying to launch incursions against us from there. This creates a hazardous situation for us. We need your help, Hunter. Take this flintstone and locate their supply wagons, somewhere between here and the Nath Hive. Set them alight, reduce their supplies to ashes. It's no easy task, but you have proven yourself capable. I can set some stuff on fire, don't you worry. This Nath you describe seems to have awakened to have found the gift of self-awareness. This is the guy we found inside there. This is good news. We have a new sister. Hunter, please instruct our new sister to come here to Loth Asvath. Alright. And another one. Vindictive Vath Vendetta. The Vath storyteller is shaken with rage. Those detestable one mind. They come here, they target our young ones. Generous Hunter, I beg you, give us justice. Make them suffer as we have suffered. One Iron Drone, one Halidrone, and one Forager. Kill one of each. Do not seek justice against any one cast of the One Mind. What we seek is justice against the very One Mind itself. Fight 3 guys. Yeah. Okay. Where's Samson? Is that Lost FF? Lost FS? That's Loth as Nath. This is Loth as Nath. This is Loth as Vath. Brilliant. Okay. Make our way down that way. What are we doing in the middle here? The naming of Vath? They come over to Tailfeather. That's a better spot for them to be than still back in the Nath Hive, I suppose. So, that works out. For the nameless one. Grimold. I was hoping for a fine bird, and lo and behold, I capture a plain Nath instead. What are you doing? Yes, we are the nameless one. We've been sent by the storyteller. Yep. Tell your hunter friend to release me at once. We are not of the One Mind. We are Vath. I don't care if he is a two-headed Bandersnatch. He isn't going anywhere. I'm detaining him for stealing our resources. Normally, I'd say we're more lenient than the Nath in terms of territory, so long as they don't hunt in excess or attack us. Other than this, overgrown Valken comes and gobbles up all the Kisselgreens we laid in our traps. Enough bait to keep a drove of chocobos saved for days, gone, with nothing to show for it. So hungry we were. We could not help ourselves. Unable to hunt, unable to forage. We are no different from a parasite. Click, click. If only we could find a way to release ourselves from this pitiful way of life. Well, if you insist. Axe. You misunderstand. Spare us our life. It's all we have. I spare it. He will. Stop tormenting this poor creature, Grimold. He doesn't know any better. Hey, Muschamp. Alright. We ain't savages, but we ain't charitable either. You'll have to pay us back for the greens you ate, and seeing as you don't have anything on you of value, looks like you'll have to work off your debt. Last I checked, we're running a mite low on arrow shafts. Harvest me some linear branches and we'll call it square, eh? Very well. Release us and we shall do as you say. Yeah. Of course I ain't fool enough to let him go off alone. Ask that you see to it that the beastman don't flee from his den. And if he does, I'll have every hunter from here to the 100 throws after him for thievery, understand? Yep. Get some sticks. Reasonable. Doable. Probably. Ah, we are free. Much appreciated, hunter. Now then, to the smoldering wastes. Alright. You got just so many arrows in so many directions. Something right here. They're up that way. Depending on how much we have to loop around and everything. We're nipping something in some bud or something here. Here is some supplies. Dull Flintstone. Plain gray Flintstone trusted you by Path Fleetfoot. Not the worst fire starter, I suppose. Also presents. Dealt with it. Steel drone guard. It doesn't count as these, that needs an iron drone. And a forager, a hell drone. You just got a bunch of supplies around here. Look at all that. Wild stuff. One more bit of supplies here. Those are on fire. That's a water spray. Supplies. Light it. Fight it. Oh. No fighting even required. Brilliant. Okay. Outside of here, we do this. And we should be able to find the 3 guys we need to fight in here. I guess they're just up here, partially in situation. There's a parchment bear. Please, they still have Master Silville. Maybe we're gonna get down to the deeper part here. This man is Silville's assistant. Managed to win free. But Silville is still being held within. Let's go extricate him. Alright. Let's get it. Duty commenced. Now draw them away. Please send to Master Silville. You say so. Just gonna sneak back here. You are? Saving you. In terms of chat, hurry on out of here. Keep the NAF occupied. Move away from Mr. We're fighting these things. Those weak little reinforcement guys. They got no health. My goodness. We observe it. Yeah, there's the exit. You guys got that? Looks like they got that. It should be fine from here. Alright. Let's finish this lot off quick and quit this place. Song going. Miranda. Line him up. Knock him down. Something, something. Hey, last one. This was over here had a little bit more health. Maybe the patron guards. Fair enough. Easy enough. Good enough. We save everybody? Are you alright, Master Civil? Aye, a little shaken perhaps, but otherwise, whole body. I say what I'm able to make thanks to your timely arrival. When I ask the names of my saviors. I am Sanson of the Order of the Twin Adder. My companions are the Bards, Artik, and Goynot. We three are on a journey to find a legendary song, the Ballad of Oblivion, which is called, and we were given to understand that you may have knowledge of it. This is not an ideal place for conversation. Let's first return to Tailfeather. Fair enough. A reasonable plan. Huh. They dropped us off over here. Bud, naming of Vanth. We'll do all the rest of the stuff down here in Nathland areas. And then we can teleport back up there, do all that stuff. Should be great. Alright, got a lot of the guys we need to fight here. So we'll do so. Iron Drone, yep. Well, that's one of the targets. Forager over here. A little bit. We're doing too much AoE to accidentally hit some other enemies. Like that. Like that thing I just said. It's okay. It's okay. It's not okay. Oh no, back. So this is the potential danger of having attack the next thing as an option. Alright. We're fine. Alright, what else we need? Halodrone? Let's get up into the sky where we're not being attacked. Oh, he's right here. Let's get up into the sky where we're not being attacked. The ability to attack while moving means that we can't cancel our attacks by moving. So, pros and cons. You know. Alright. Do you dare cast an exploding blast right next to yourself? He dares. That finishes that. Is this still in here? Is this the one that moved further? The name? Non-mine drone? Maybe it's still in here. The non-mine? So there are others, other Nath like us. We understand, we shall go there now. We must be destroyed. Thank you, kind fleshling. Feels like we have multiple of these. Awakened. Another one. What's the other one? One over there. Something. Either that or it's another one of the society quest things or something. At any rate. Things up this way, things over here. All this stuff over here too. I'm gonna sweep through down south here. Should be great. A whole bunch of different spots to go to. One of the spots is currently directly in a fate. Great. Just go towards directions, it'll be fine. What we got here? This is a nice one. Alright. Oh, that's good. Slap. Slay essence for their meat. 1 out of 3. Just gonna stand here. But not the specials or anything. I'm gonna move out of the way of that at least. And more. These really seem to have a pretty good chance of just always dropping the quests and stuff. Which is nice. Oh. Let's heard that. What we got up here? Looks like a Vinian wyvern. Yellow pebbles. Sulfur? Wyvern eggs? Something. Oh. There's just in these craters here. Let's see what the description of the yellow pebbles here is. Over this way? Yep. There's a fate in this crater. This is Savrong. Savrong. I can mess with that. Pick up this other pebble without Savrong attacking us. Yep. Perfectly fine. Get out of the craters here. It's on the edge of the stuff here. And this big ol' no smoking allowed here. Disable the Nathic devices. Alright. A peculiar sensor. Touch. Alright. It's a large area here for this quest. Like an orb or something. Neat. Neat orb. Don't need to fight anything unless some Nath come up and try to stop us here. That's okay. New location here. That's a big rock. There's Flower Mountains and stuff. Pretty good. Another device. Here we go. Just need to be close enough to see it. Get on it. Okay. Now we're looking now. These are the Dravanian. That's two of the Dravanian hinterlands. I can't even go that way. At the door, currently closed. I would check out. It's a later bit. Let me go to the other spots first. Nice door. Open the door. Nope. Climb over the door. Magically, no. Unfortunate. So it's down in here. This is Enix Minor. Okay. A little castle-y bit. Cool spot. Bone Avis. Another swirly magical thingy. Like it. Alright. So this will be a place to be concerned with later. Got a bunch of stuff to turn in over here. Yeah, upper sections to potentially look at. Let's just teleport over to Tailfeather. That should be fun. Do we want to switch to different class? Probably should. Let's look at gear here also. Chapter recommended gear. Oh, I got a whole bunch of new stuff. 130 helmet here. With more everything. 5 levels on the necklace. 20 levels on the racers here. Replaces the oral wrist here. And also a better ring, which is actually better. What about that? That's an interesting looking helmet. It's part of the Road Sky Hunter. Neat. And let's recommend a worse ring again. Why? It's got worse dexterity, worse vitality. This one has determination and direct hit rate. This one has skill speed and less direct hit rate. Similar. Update the gear set. I'll switch. We're already almost to 57 here. Let's open here. Black Mage. Equip the set. Yeah, start Demon Skirt. Okay. Recommend new gear. Only a worse ring. So we haven't gotten anything that's better than these bits. Alright. Well, that's fine, I guess. Okay. We need to be in the Bard set to turn in the Bard quest. So what's the next legendary feat on the agenda? Performance with the Mughals, perhaps? Yeah, possibly. It's always something. This hunter here wishes a word with us. Yep. I won't keep you long. Just wanted to say thanks for waking us all up, is all. Tailfeather's made up of folks who come here seeking their fortune, you see. And such folk tend to put themselves first. Most of us are ashamed we didn't lift a finger to help them as we're in need. We're determined to do better from now on. To be sure, getting called Craven Bloody Bastards stung at first. After the grumbling died down, none could deny that it was the truth. And that's all I wanted to say. I certainly have a knack for moving people, my friends. But I suppose it is only to be expected of bards. But come, let us speak of the song you seek. The Ballad of Oblivion. Kurthan legend speaks of a saint of song in the heavens. The saint is an individual with transcendent mastery over poetry and verse. It is said that he can bring a battle to its conclusion with a song. As for being in the heavens, I suspect it is a figurative expression, but I cannot say for certain at this juncture. I shall investigate the legend further. A small gesture of gratitude for having saved our lives. Up. Up further. In the sky. Potential. Potential. While we wait to hear from Master Sylvia, let us conduct our own investigation. Girthan literature may yield us some clues. If you ask me, sounds like naught but a fairy tale. I wager that heavens is just a metaphor for a natural phenomenon. We've hit a dead end. I say we return to Gridania for now and look for other avenues. And if you ask me, I think it's far too early to draw conclusions. I, for one, mean to continue searching until I find a definite answer. If we wish to abandon our mission, I'll not stop you. But know that you would be judged a deserter. You would lose your place in the God's Quiver, and that would be precisely what your superiors had intended. Look, Hanlant. You of all people must know the true reason they chose you for this mission. They wanted you out of the way. Your skills had naught to do with it. And it isn't so different for me. I was a thorn in their side, demanding cooperation when they were loath to give it. They were pleased to be rid of me as well, yet naught would please them more than for us to come back empty-handed. That is why we must succeed. That is why we must find the Ballad of Oblivion. If you want to find the song so badly, you will find yourself, I've had a gutful. You're no bard. I doubt you even understand what gives a song its power. And here you are, gallivanting about searching for one. To you, the Ballad of Oblivion is just a means to curry favor with the brass hats. Well, that's an insult to honest to cons bards like me and Arctic. This is going well. Oh gods, what have I done? Can't mean to be antagonizing. Though my pride won't let me tell him this, I know that Kala is truly an exceptional bard. With his skills married to my unit composition, I had hoped that we might prove our detractors wrong. Alas, my words failed to convey that intent. Given time, I believe that Kala will come around. I shall wait for him here. You know, I ask that you have patience with us. Yep. Iron Jaws. An attack with a potency of 100. Special effects. If the target is suffering from venomous bite or wind bite effect inflicted by you, the effect timer is reset. Well, that's convenient. One thing to keep both damage over times going instead of having it be two things. That's something. Slight convenience factor. Yeah. Burn desire to aid your comrades, which is an ancient ability. Okay. And we'll put that above these two. Venomous bite and wind bite. Venomous bite, wind bite. Durations of 45 seconds. And then after 40-ish seconds, cast this. And that makes them always be on, too. Also just an additional thing with a potency of 100, if we have nothing else going for us. Although the heavy shot has a potency of 160, so it's just kind of better. Range, also 25. Yeah. And the next quest is at level 58. Epic. Oh. Let's go get some sticks with this guy. Should be heading towards victory there. Let's see if there's anything right here. Maybe just chunking on the map here. Just flying over the mountains. Have a good time. Okay. This nameless one, how goes it? Well then, the storyteller must be waiting for us. We make for Loth Asvath. You must keep your word. Yes, we know. If we flee, we'll never be able to move freely. To the non-mind, independence is all. If we take too long, the hunters will surely come after us. Kind hunter, will you help us? We'll not ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. We will gather the rest on our own. Okay. What do you think? Search our own. We're not a parasite. We'll figure it out. one stick from over here. We'll head up this way, here to there, there, and there, and there, and here. Come you guys? Good day. Our sprite. Destination. Not an item. Spot. Something. What was one of these guys? That makes sense. Survey the land. Got him. See if he did get his sticks from these guys too. Just one tree. It's perfectly easy and fine. Don't worry about it. Have you the branch? Yep. Client and the branch. Long green branch cut from a young Mela. When fashioned into an arrow shaft, it's less likely to split when loosed. Good stick. Many thanks for this. Let's return to the hunter's camp and be done with it. This one. Swing back over this way. Let's swing up this way too. Many places to go. Many things to do. There you go. Sticks. Well, call me a chocobo's uncle. I'm impressed. You've been me more than your debt called for. These branches will make for fine arrows. We usually got to send a whole party of hunters to gather this much, or with the his thrashing about and the nath lurking in the brush. Heh, even with those scrawny arms and legs, you proved more useful than I thought. I think we were useful? Yes. I would say so. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back with so much, or to come back at all for that matter. We, too, will be honest. We thought to flee, but this hunter persuaded us to stay, but we were useful. Aha. I said you were, didn't I? In fact, I tell you what, since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I've even thrown a small reward, a sack of kissel greens to take home to your kin. A reward? You mean more of those tasty greens for being useful? We tried to find a way to be useful at Loth Asvath. We tried. We could not find our purpose. Well, we hunters ain't like to turn away an extra pair of hands, beastmen or not. And we offer fair pay to adventurers willing to take on more dangerous tasks. Ain't that right, Artek? Oh yeah. Plenty of times. Adventurer. There are those who travel the wilds of their own accord, risk life and limb, all for the sake of these rewards. Oh yeah. Such excitement, such fortune. We want to become an adventurer. Can't say I've come across an adventurer who requested Gisticrinus as a reward, but we'd be willing to compensate for honest work. If it's food you're after, I'm sure we could arrange for some spare cuts of meat, too. More country greens and juicy flesh. Enough to feed our colony. We will relay this to the storyteller at once. It's a good deal. Working out. Oh. Report to the storyteller. Let's go straight there. Totally worth it. To as quickly as if we really wanted to go as quickly as possible to unlock all of the flying options, we would start by just sprinting through the main quest. It also depends if there's prerequisite requirements before we can turn in the other quests that also have the currents. Anyway, New quest. Non-mind drone. It's trying to catch your attention. Hey. We are non-mind now. We think clearly now. We left the hive, but we want to go even further. We want to see the realm. We are the non-mind. We are independent. As independent creatures, it stands that we ought to be free. Lothas Vath is not like Lothas Nath. You may leave at any time. It is no prison. The Vath all live free. We owe the Vath a great debt of gratitude. Hunter, would you help us? We need 3 Hipposurf skins. You're not disappointed, Hunter. Glad to see you've returned unharmed. Not thank you enough. With the staging point destroyed, we should be safe from attacks for some time. Should use this opportunity to strengthen our defenses. It's not noting any currency to them or any unlocks or anything. I don't know. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate what you've done. Well, I now know our pain. That's enough revenge for now. Those you slew were likely not the self-same Nath that attacked us. It makes no difference. The Nath are all the same consciousness. You've attacked a part of that which attacked us. Huh. We should probably switch over here to the other class. Doesn't matter too much, but we could. Black Mage. Let's be 54. Under that turning quest. Is it a higher level? Look at that. Thank you, Hunter. Bring our nameless brother back. We hope he was not a burden on you. He is no hunter, storyteller. He is an adventurer. We are burdened no more. Look at what we have brought you. Well, strange-looking plants, but they have such delightfully bitter taste. We have other good news. We found our purpose. We'll become an adventurer too. If we work hard, the hunters promise to reward us with food. Food for the colony. You mean the hunters of the East? We thought it safer to limit contact with them. But they gave you such delicious rewards. You have done well, Nameless One. With your newfound purpose, we are sure you will ease the hunger of your brothers and sisters. But trading with the hunters will not solve all of our woes. Much more is required for our survival. Yes, much more. Our colony is falling into disrepair. We need metals for our defenses. We need clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. A few of our non-mind brothers tried to steal such things from Loth Nath. They never returned. Never mind rages at what he sees as boldness. Even though we are mere leeches, partaking of tiny drops of their blood. Tiny drops. Even leeches do not loathe their own host as much as we. It's shameful that we must still rely on the One Mind to survive. You can rely on us, storyteller. We shall travel the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. We bring back precious rewards from beyond. Travel the realm? We need to cross the hunter's borders to lands beyond. Nameless One, it's too dangerous. Fear not. It is what adventurers do. To explore unknown lands, meet their peoples, obtain greater rewards, strengthen the colony. Speak strongly of your purpose. Very well. Should you succeed, we can sever ourselves from the One Mind completely and truly become our own masters. But do not become a pest, seek work where there is none. The hunters may take offense at your eagerness to obtain rewards. How will you know when your services are required? It's mostly big exclamation points. An adventurer's guild. Place to exchange information and gather requests from others. Nameless One, no such place exists here. If this is your solution, you must start your own. I'm certain you will not be alone. Some of your brothers and sisters want to be for purpose. Seek them out. Start an adventurer's guild. Maybe this is finally where it's actually going to be doing something. An adventurer's guild. There's much to it. But first, we'll introduce you to our brothers. Come, come. Now we got something happening. It's only 50. So we start here. We can't switch it or something. Weird. Precious Path. You have the Pebbles, Hunter? Yes. Yellow Pebble. Unidentifiable yellow substance covers this otherwise ordinary stone. Enjoy. Thank you, generous Hunter. You waste no time. The stones we used to make Nathic fire sand. We grind the stones and mix them with our... Actually, we would prefer not to go into details. I don't know. What a triple triad challenge? Wild. 50 and a Vath. This one, Vath Stick Peddler. You got sticks? Tried to peddle like the vendor once. They marked our wares, calling them no better than stones and sticks. So we took that name. We do not know if our wares are as useful as his. We only know that we enjoy peddling. This is the Stick Peddler. He peddles sticks. He lost his connection with the Overmind near the same time as we did. There was one other, but we do not see him. You mean the Keen Eye? He saw shadows fly across the colony. He was hungry and said we would hunt the shadows east towards the river. He could not have gone far, for he fears the water. He fears it much. He would not cross the river unless it was near the bridge. Why does Vath know to avoid the bridge? Ferocious dragons often lurk near it. Could it be they were the shadows that Keen Eye saw? Brave adventurer, could you check the bridge while we search the area for the Keen Eye? He could be in trouble. Do not slay dragons if you see them. Dead dragons will invite reprisals. We'll lend you one of our Kangamato. We have fitted it with a contraption which sprays a putrid smoke which irritates but does not wound. Yes, irritates. We got too close to it once. Most irritating. The Kangamato are unaccustomed to fleshling riders. If you fall off, talk to the Stick Peddler. Help you get back on. Let's find the Keen Eye. Huh? Ride the Kangamato to the bridge and use it to spray out any ferocious dragons you see. Pet hotbar. Oh, nice. When riding certain mounts, a pet hotbar featuring special actions will appear, and it's going to be of great help in certain duties, so use them well. Should probably move this bar then. Only appears sometimes. Max's Fumes. This. Okay. A different flying mount. Look at that. Talk to you for this. Let's go. Dismount. Remount. Be careful. Kamato may throw you as startled. Okay. Ride to the bridge. This bridge. A dragon? That's a tree. Forest, that's a banner snatch. Where are we going? South. That's fine. So these are 53-ish. These are dragons? I can't mess with them. Bridge. Dragons? Daring dragons. Good. Ah, it burns! I don't like this game anymore. Ah! Why do you do this? Okay. Edit. Did I hit the surface? Okay. Over this way. There's an astute Vath back there with a quest. Dismount. Hey, they're back. He is the Keen Eye, so he named himself, for he never tires of discovery. He returned to the hive soon after you departed to search the bridge. We're grateful to you for your assistance. We enjoy exploring the lands near the colony. We are careless in our search for curious things. Our nameless brother tells us we opened an adventurers guild in Loth Asvath. It was not long ago that we too yearn for purpose, and will gladly join him in his mission. That's decided. The Keen Eye will help us find many opportunities for venture. Many opportunities. Our guild is not yet complete. We are unsure of the actual trade of adventuring. How to find things, how to fight things. We cannot do it without an experienced teacher. Kind adventurer, will you teach us your ways? Click, click. Very well. Wonderful, wonderful. From now on, we shall call on you as a master of the craft. Master. Leave the construction of the guild to us. The Keen Eye will be on lookout for our hunter friends and any requests they may have. But there are very few adventurers to carry out the tasks now. Very few. In fact, only you. We're hoping you could show us how it's done. The storyteller told me he is most pleased with your deeds to the colony. Consider us friends. And from now on, let's work together for the guild. And now that we have found purpose, I, shall be nameless no longer. As I long to have so deft an arm in adventuring, I shall name myself Deft Arm. Alright. Society quest completed. So that's the society quest. We gonna set up the guild over in that area we couldn't get to before? Yeah, look at that. They got a whole thing going on. And a giant chocobo chick. Amazing. Now we've got stuff. The nameless one is now called the Vath Deftarm. An adventurers guild has been constructed in Loth Asvath. Hunters of Tail Feather are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. There you go. Adventure. The non-mind society quests unlocked. There we go. Reputation increased to friendly. Achieve friendly reputation with the Vath. Vath society quests are now available from the Vath Keen Eye. Furthermore, you now have access to a section of wares from the Vath Stick Peddler. Oh boy, sticks! The Vath less troubled. So now we actually have access to the whole society quest bit here. Okay. There's a few more things here. Vath Keen Eye, Vath Deftarm, Vath Stick Peddler. Look at all these. Keep working on them. Now we actually have the reputation system. Other quests out here too, perhaps. Very good. Stepping it up, unlocking things, doing stuff. Next time. Goodbye.